Paraguay, bordering Brazil, Argentina, and Bolivia, is known as the heart of South America. Far but near, Paraguay is also a longtime friend of Korea. This year, Paraguay and Korea marked the 55th anniversary of their diplomatic ties. The ambassador of Paraguay to Korea strives to promote bilateral exchanges between the two countries.
I would like to comment that it's very important to have dreams and to work for these dreams. We have to pursue our dreams and interests with perseverance and effort always.
Today on Heart to Heart, His Excellency Raul Silvero. Ambassador Silvero, thank you so much for joining us today on Heart to Heart.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here in the Heart to Heart program and also in Arirang, well known all over the world, in Paraguay as well.
Paraguay has friendly policies toward Korea and always supports Korea's stance on the international stage. In fact, Paraguay designated April 22nd as Korean Immigrants Day, with President Cortés issuing a presidential decree in 2015 designating the day as a national holiday. So could you begin by telling us about the background of this designation and its meaning, perhaps?
Oh, thank you very much also for this important question. I think the base of our relationship between Republic of Korea and Republic of Paraguay. Paraguay always support Republic of Korea in all the international forum, all the international community, of course bilaterally always. And as you mentioned also, this year is 52 years of the first Korean immigration to Paraguay. And 2 years ago, we commemorate the 50th anniversary of this important fact, the historical fact that is the Korean immigration to Paraguay. That's why the President Carter and his government fix or assign a day, the April 22nd as Korea's Day in Paraguay. So every year we celebrate this date as the Korea's Day, very important for the Paraguayan history, because when the Koreans arrived to Paraguay in 1965, Paraguay only has less than 2 million people, the population very, very few. But our territory is 4 times bigger compared to South Korea, to the Republic of Korea. So that's why we are a very open country. And the Korean migration for us was very, very important.
I see. Now, you did mention something earlier about diplomatic relations. Of course, Korea and Paraguay established just diplomatic relations in 1962.
Yes.
So what does Paraguay focus on in its relation with Korea?
Yeah, Paraguay support Korea, the Republic of Korea, in all, as I mentioned, in all the forum, international forum, and also have in Korea, in South Korea, as a strategic partner for its own development process. The Han River miracle is a very important model for the Paraguayan development. That's why we are working also in bilateral cooperation agreements in many areas with the Republic of Korea.
Yes.
And not only cooperation, we have also trade, we have investments, and of course, cultural relationship very, very strong. And of course, we are also working on IT. Science and technology is something that we are trying to work much closer with the Republic of Korea, because you have a very good experience, excellent experience in the international arena. So that is well recognized to Korea, that they develop the science technology field as one of the best in the world.
One of the fastest growing countries in Latin America, Paraguay. It's seeking to diversify its export items by making full use of the export-boosting Maquila program. Keep an eye on the future of Paraguay, a country striving toward a sustainable economic growth through green farming.
So I guess for people that have had the opportunity to travel to Paraguay or meet people from your country, they were able to, I guess, learn about the charms of Paraguay. But as I mentioned, since it's far away and it takes a very long time to fly from Korea to Paraguay, I thought that maybe that's one of the reasons why very few Koreans are familiar with Paraguay. So we have this opportunity. If you were to recommend three must-visit places, which places would they be?
Paraguay, as you know, is in the heart of South America. We have no seacoast, but we have plenty of rivers. We have two very big lakes, and also waterfalls and green natural environment. So and of course we have some traditional elements of part of our tourism and culture. And of course there are some places in Asunción, the capital, museum, cathedral, the narrow street, because it still is an old city style. Asunción, so it's quite different from Seoul, for example. Seoul is very modern. But Asunción, part of Asunción is still the old-fashioned, the old traditional city with narrow streets. So that's also, I think, that the Korean tourists can appreciate. And then we have also, in the southern part of the country, we have Encarnación, for example, and there are many rivers, many places where to go, and there are dunes, dunes and plenty of rivers there, and a very green scenario also where to do, we call the rural tourism. You can experience as a tourist the normal life of rural people in Paraguay.
Tepe sepu ayuka ohasagwa yasai nesuru tu papu pore bore kwa oha buare oha yoi kumiru deroru surube ave buisete aiko ve hamwa yasai nesuru.
So since we talked about locations, places to go to, let's talk a bit about the culture of Paraguay. What aspects of Paraguayan culture would you like to introduce to Koreans?
Of course, as I told you that Paraguay is very, very friendly. The Paraguayan are very friendly. We are very open to the foreign people. That's why nowadays, at present, are more than 40, 45 different nationalities living in Paraguay. And so they are trying to get involved in the Paraguayan society very quickly, very fast. We have, for example, the tereré is a cold drink. The particular of this drink is that we have to share the same straw.
Oh.
The same straw. It's a cold drink because in summertime in Paraguay is very hot, up to 40 degrees Celsius, or perhaps higher. in some regions. So that's why we have this tereré. And also, of course, we have also like the music. One of the Paraguayan composer, created the guarania, José Asunción Flores, in 1925. And guarania now is in many countries well known. And also we have a very international known guitarist, Agustín Pio Barrio. Actually, there is an international contest where in 1 year, one of the winners was a Korean guitarist, Park Kyo-hee. Park Kyo-hee is a very talented artist, Korean artist.
Carnival Encarnacion is among the most sought-after events, not only in Paraguay, but also in South America. So could you tell us about this festival?
Actually, this is, the Carnival is not a Paraguayan origin, but in many countries in South America have this kind of event. But the particular situation is that in Encarnacion, this 4 days festival,
4 days.
where 4-day festival, and sometimes also start in weekends. So they make also 4 weekends, and then the last week 4 days, the 4 days, and the particular experience or this event is that the people share joy, friendship, they dance, they sing, and also we have a parade, a street parade. Yes. So where you can dance also all together with all the artists that show their art also. So it's very particular. And many people now is also visiting Encarnacion for this festival around in the region, from Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay, and other countries.
As you may already know, Koreans are crazy about soccer, or as we also call it, football. And I also heard that it's a very popular sport in Paraguay. How popular is it?
The most popular sport in Paraguay is soccer. So most of the children dreams to be a soccer player. And so and everywhere you can find a field or where a pitch where to play football, to play soccer. The Paraguayan people are very passionate about soccer. Yeah, they are mad, they are crazy about they're very fanatic. And we have, of course, many famous players, international known, as Roque Santa Cruz, for example. Chilaver is a goalkeeper, was a goalkeeper, a very famous goalkeeper. And another player also. And we are trying always to to mention about this sport because it's something that that can use as a get together all the people. And also here in Korea, many people like football.
Yes. Koreans love football. We're very passionate about it. So I guess the public, almost everyone is passionate about the sport as well.
Even among friends, and some of the friends belong to one club, the other to one club, always fighting because of these situations. That's also very amazing. Amazing.
I guess that's another thing we have in common.
Yeah.
A lot of soccer fans and the soccer craze.
And we use an excuse in order to have let's say, a barbecue together, so to watch a football game. Yes, on TV. So always there are many excuses, but one of them is the soccer.
Football, soccer. You mentioned something about festivals. We'll be getting to that, but I did want to mention, since we're on the topic of culture, you brought something with you today. I heard that it's a small gift. It's beautiful. Could we take a look at this?
Yes, of course. This is for you, Jennifer. This is for you. I bring this called ñanduti. Ñanduti is because we in Paraguay speak two languages, the Spanish and Guarani. Guarani is the local language, but 95% of the population speaks Guarani as well. Yes, almost even the Korean people living in Paraguay speak Guarani.
I see.
Because they had to mix sometimes, use Spanish and Guarani together in the normal day, normal life. So, and this is ñanduti. Ñanduti means spider web.
Spider web?
Yes, spider web. And these are handmade, it's handicraft. So it takes time, very many days to do for the girls or for the ladies to do this, or all the person that are doing this, preparing this. Very famous handicraft, and we use the ñanduti also in traditional dress and traditional costumes, also for the table, clothes, and everywhere. Also,
may I?
Yes, please. It's for you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
It's for you.
Oh, I think it's beautiful. The colors are very beautiful as well.
And this, you see, is the color or flag, the red, white, and blue, but also similar to the Korean flag.
Yes, very much.
Yes, like the Korean flag is similar.
This is beautiful. I can't believe that it's actually handmade because, it's very detailed.
Yes.
I wonder how long it actually takes to make a single ñanduti, was it? Ñanduti?
Yes, ñanduti. Yeah, that's correct.
I think this would actually make a great wall decoration as well.
Yes, of course. You can frame,
wall,
you can frame and put it in the wall.
Thank you. 고맙습니다.
No,
okay, we'll set this down here. Oh, would you like to add something?
No, because these also we use for men dress. Also, you can use it. We have shell made using the ñanduti, this, right? Or also for ladies.
I see.
And all the ladies, one of the most expensive dress for to get married is made by ñanduti.
Is that right?
Yes, that's why now all the fashion industry using ñanduti internationally also.
I'd love
Europe.
to see a wedding gown.
Yes, a wedding gown.
I can just imagine how beautiful it is.
Because different colors.
Yes, different colors.
Yeah.
We are slowly nearing the end of our show, unfortunately. Time flew by very quickly, but I would like to ask you which aspect or what aspect of life in Korea do you think you will miss the most when you finish your term or perhaps later return to your home country, Paraguay?
There are many things that, in many situations that I will miss when I leave Korea. I have many friends here. The Korean people are very friendly and very open also to the foreigners. And so, and also another issue is the gastronomy. We have a plenty of variety of foods here. As Paraguay is a landlocked country, we are not seacoast, so here is the place to taste the seafood and everything. Kimchi, of course. We produce also kimchi in Paraguay.
Oh, you do?
But of course, it's different because here you have plenty of many types of kimchi.
Yes.
In Paraguay we have, and we have also Korean restaurant in Paraguay. So that's also something that I will miss, the Korean food and the cities. I like to go to Suwon, Pyeongchang, it's very nice.
Beautiful places,
yeah,
yes.
Pyeongchang. We don't have snow, so that's very nice to go there. In Busan, we have no beaches, so and Busan also is beautiful. And Jeju Island, of course.
Yes.
Jeju Island. Yeah, so there are many places. And it's called the palace, the ancient palace.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
we do
the
have
ancient
plenty
palace
of them.
also. That's also something that I like to visit and to know a little bit more about the history, the Korean history.
It sounds like you have fallen in love with Korea and her culture.
Yes, of course. I like it very much to be here. Of course, it's a very challenging objective that I had, but I think we are working very well with all the Korean authorities in order to have a Korea and Paraguay much closer.
Yes.
Much closer. That's also very important, not only for my job, but for the Paraguayan people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So would you like to add something about your plans, your future plans or nearest plans that you have as ambassador of Paraguay to Korea?
Yes. One of the main objectives to have an agreement on a strategic alliance for the Paraguayan development with the Republic of Korea. Because, as I mentioned, the science and technology area is quite developed in Korea, and we need to emulate, to imitate this experience, this Korean experience. And so we would like to work in science and technology, and also to have more Paraguayan students in the Korean university. And now we have more than 20, but we want to increase to 100 students. Yes, because now the Paraguayan are more and more discovering Korea, and so they like to learn to speak Korean and to write Korean. So that's also very, very important.
Yes.
And the Korean university, most of them are very well ranked in the world, and that's also very, very important in order to have our people qualify. Yes.
Last but not least, is there anything that you would like to add before we say goodbye? A message you would like to deliver to our viewers that are watching Heart to Heart today?
It's for me, as I mentioned when we start this program, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here, and a special greeting also to the viewers, and also think that Paraguay will be always to support the Republic of Korea, and Korea and Paraguay are very friendly relationship, and this will be deepening in the future.
Yes, thank you so much. We did talk a lot about the relations between Korea and Paraguay, but I think our program, today's program, might have given people a better understanding of Paraguay, Paraguayan culture, and perhaps many more of our viewers watching from around the globe have gained an interest in Paraguay and perhaps they will travel to Paraguay very soon. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and it was a very meaningful conversation indeed. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Jennifer, for this opportunity. Thank you very much also to Arirang to have this opportunity.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.